Of technology, the CES show in Las Vegas is the place to be. Dave King, aka Dr. Cool Tech, is there now checking out the life-changing technology that improves our lives. Dave, thanks so much for joining us. What are you starting to see there when it comes to smart home?
I got to tell you, smart homes are the thing this year. As a matter of fact, this week, Samsung just unveiled their next generation award-winning Family Hub refrigerator, which proves that Samsung continues to redefine the refrigerator category and set new standards for connectivity. This one helps with every step of food management, shopping, organizing, planning. With View Inside, hey, you're out the store, you need eggs. You check out your smartphone, you can actually add items to your shopping list or tag expiration dates. The new family board screen is a digital bulletin board that allows you to put notes on, photos, even doodle on if you like to. And when it's not in use, it's a dynamic screensaver. Put family moments on it, weather, reminders, etc. Plus, with the enhanced version of Bixby, it's a smarter, hands-free, more personalized use of the Family Hub, elevating voice commands to more interactive and conversational levels. You can ask for the morning brief while you're making breakfast for the kids that'll give you daily essentials like weather and news. And with Voice ID technology, each family member's voice is distinguished so everyone gets tailored information just for them. So that's the Family Hub, and that's coming your way later this year from Samsung. Now, talking about hearing better, which is really important, this is from Phonak. These are the world's first hearing aids to connect to the Android phones, which is 85% of the market. These are the Marvel hearing aids, the only hearing aids that are universal Bluetooth technology and connectivity that allows direct streaming from billions of devices, and it's in stereo. So the artificial intelligence gives you clear, rich, natural sound in any environment. They're completely rechargeable and can be remotely adjusted, which is why they are the 2019 honoree right here at the CES show for accessibility. Let's talk about sleep. We all want to sleep a little better. This is the ChiliPad. It's a sleep system that enables you to sleep better, sleep more deeply. The way it does it is it actually actively circulates water through a network of micro tubes, giving you 25 times the temperature control you normally have. So a lot of people say, well, use foam, I use gel. No, this is the way to go. So you can actually have a single zone or a dual zone, but the cool thing is about this, you're going to sleep better. You're going to sleep more deeply, which is going to actively add to your melatonin. And so your melatonin is going to give you more brain health, fight disease, even activate your metabolism so you can actually lose weight while you're sleeping. It's all about great sleep. We know we need it, and ChiliPad is here to give it to you exactly what you're looking for.
Dave, it's been so amazing to see how technology can improve our lives and those around us as well. Thank you so much for bringing us those products.
It is my pleasure. You have a great day.
And thanks to Samsung and Phonak for all that information from CES.